So I was looking at the financial feeds from this past weekend, specifically out of the South Bay, and something stood out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Usually when we talk tech hub, we're talking about software, apps or social media companies.
Lots of flashy stuff.
Exactly. But looking at the last 48 hours, I feel like the hardware guys, the people actually bending metal and moving atoms, are having a massive moment.
It's funny you say that because the biggest signal, it actually came from a bank.
That's where I got a little stuck. American Business Bank, or ABB, just got ranked in the OTCQX Best 50. But wait, isn't the OTC usually risky?
Yeah, that is the common perception, like penny stocks and volatility.
Right.
But the Best 50 is actually the opposite. It's a ranking of top performers based on stability and, long-term growth.
Okay, so they aren't gambling away deposits. They also announced a $1.25 dividend. But why does a conservative bank ranking matter to anyone who isn't a direct investor?
Well, think of it as a kind of canary in the coal mine, but for good news.
Yeah.
ABB lends to what's called the middle market. These are companies doing, say, $5 to $100 million in revenue. If the bank is healthy enough to hit that ranking, it means their clients are flush.
And those clients aren't building apps?
No,
No.
not at all. They are in what we call hard tech.
Hard tech. Okay, define that for me.
It's physical engineering, atoms, not bits. And on Monday, we saw exactly who is fueling that bank's success. Look at Navitas Semiconductor, right in Torrance.
I did see that. They launched a 10-kilowatt power platform for AI data centers. To be honest, that sounds like a lot of jargon. Why does that matter?
It matters a lot. AI servers are incredibly hot and power-hungry. Navitas is using gallium nitride chips instead of standard silicon.
Gallium nitride.
Think of it this way. If silicon is a standard four-cylinder engine, gallium nitride is like a twin-turbo V8 that fits in the same space. They hit 98.5% efficiency.
Which I assume saves these data centers an absolute fortune.
Millions. And that creates massive value. But then you have the flip side, Motorcar Parts of America, also local. They just posted stable earnings by remanufacturing car parts.
So you have the super futuristic AI chips on one hand.
And alternators on the other.
And that mix that builds the strong balance sheets that let a bank like ABB thrive.
It's a perfect loop. A really solid ecosystem.
Okay, so the economics are solid. You've got the chips, you've got the funding. But here's the problem. Semiconductors and commercial lending are, well, they're kind of boring. Visually, at least.
You can't exactly do a TikTok dance about a balance sheet.
Right. So how do these companies actually get attention in a world that only cares about 15-second clips?
That is the million-dollar disconnect. And that's where this third story from the weekend fits in. Voxel Micro Video Labs.
I looked them up. They're in San Pedro, inside an old J.C. Penney building.
Right, but inside it's totally high-tech. They've identified a specific problem for these experts that they call format fatigue.
Format fatigue? What is that?
Well, imagine you're the CEO of that chip company. You need to be on YouTube, which is a widescreen, almost movie format. But you also need to be on LinkedIn or TikTok, which is vertical, on your phone.
So you end up having to film everything twice. Or it looks terrible.
Or you just crop it and you look blurry and amateurish. Voxel uses what they call a vertical slice technique. They shoot in 4K cinema quality. But they frame you so the center cut works perfectly for mobile without losing any quality.
So a banker or an engineer can go in, record once, and look like a movie star on YouTube and a native creator on TikTok.
Exactly. It allows them to build what they call digital authority without wasting all that time. In this economy, the market is punishing generalists. It really rewards specialists who can articulate their value clearly.
It's just fascinating to see how it all connects. The money flows from the bank.
You're fueled by the hard tech.
And then it's broadcasted through this new media infrastructure. It's a complete ecosystem.
It really is.
So that leaves us with a question for you.
If the market is shifting to reward deep specialization, is your current digital authority strong enough to compete?
Or are you still relying on the old playbook? Something to mull over. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.